Yo, what's good, duelist? How are you doing? We have a regional here again today. This one was actually a pretty huge regional that happened this last weekend. So at the same time as Costa Rica, you see that it's 360 duelists for the Lubbock WCQ regional. We're going to start from the bottom, but before that, we have the top 8 being 4 Fire Kings, 1 Manadium, 1 Voiceless Voice, 1 Centurion, 1 Salamangreat. So half of the field being Fire Kings for the top 8, and we have no pure decks actually. So I wonder if there's just a lack of pure, or if that means Fire Kings are just strictly better. Let's go into the Salamangreat deck. Some of these cards I don't recognize. So we have 3 Gazelle, 3 Flame Buffalo, 3 Spiny. What's this card? Salamangreat Beast Bison. If you control 3 or more Salamangreat monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. You can target Fire Link monster in the graveyard up to the number of face-up cards your opponent controls. Return them to the extra deck. Then you can negate the effects of face-up monsters your opponent controls until the end of the turn. Wow. Also play this spell. Salamangreat Charge. Quick play. They play 2 of the counter trap and 1 of the normal trap. And then for non-engine going second. So we do have 2 Fenrirs. It's interesting they only play 2. Fenrir is just such an interesting card in general right now because it's not that good, but at the same time, I really want this card game 2 and 3 just because like when game states get simplified and everyone's playing a ton of hand traps, it's like maybe going Fenrir to banish like an anti-spell or versus shifter. It's kind of just one of those cards that like is a good backup plan. But yeah, only 8 hand traps going second, and then it just kind of sucks. I feel like to play this deck when you're not running the like wanted package or anything like broken like that. When I definitely think it's like possible, right? The extra deck, wow, they're running this Fire King Synchro. I remember I had this card forever. That's crazy. And then the side deck, we have 2 Droll. So there's all the hand traps: 2 Droll, 3 Bell, 2 Ghost Ogre, 2 Nib, 1 Gamma, 3 Delta. Like that's probably just how they were winning game 2 and 3. They just put in all these hand traps and like just combo on them. Like that's crazy. Literally just like 14 hand traps. It's driver, right? And Baguska. Like what a crazy side deck. This is like just showing you that hand traps are all you need. Obviously they're probably just not siding when they went first for the most part. Maybe like a couple techs like for that, but going second, they're probably siding like all of these hand traps in, siding on the traps. Even probably like Parallax Seed, Fenrir's, just stuff that's probably strictly worse. And then Centurion, I wonder if they'll be running Bonfire in the Centurion deck. They aren't, so they're not playing Bonfire, but they are playing the Horse package, which I think is definitely really good in this deck. I think the Horse package is busted. I'm just waiting for someone to come up with a way to abuse it. So we have 3 Mseti, 1 Wind, maxed out on the Centurions, but only 1 of the level 8. 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Super Poly, 3 Imperm. So like about 12 cards for going second if you don't count talents. Only 2 talents and 1 called by. I like the 3 Desires. Definitely nice that you can run that. And then they're running 1 of the normal trap for Centurion. The extra deck, they have the Super Poly targets. They have the, King Calamity combo. They have Access Code and Selene as their like main go-to link OTK with Dark. Pretty solid. And then for the side deck, we have 3 Nib, 3 Bell, 1 Thrust, 1 Feather Duster, 3 Cosmic. So we do see 3 Cosmic again. 3 Anti-Spell for going first, and then 1 Counter Trap. Pretty clean. Centurion actually was a deck that I thought was just going to be so much better. It's hit so hard in the OCG. I think Calamity's actually banned. Surprising that hasn't done better over here. But we didn't get it for that long, right? Before the Fire Nation attacked, at least. And then we have, finally, I've been waiting to see a Fire King Snake Eye build main deck Bell. It's like, I think if you just have Bell and Valor, that's why it's weird. I don't know. They're definitely not doing what I'm doing because like they're not playing 3 Valor. But if you have Bell and Valor, it's literally just game, like versus your opponent. Like you go Bell on the Flame Bridge, then you Valor the Promethean Princess. They pass every time. It's actually crazy. So it's nice to see that someone actually topped with it. at like a huge regional. They are playing the Anima too, just like Jesse was. It's pretty cool with World Seas Atlantis that you can just put the card where the Anima points, even though you're making Anima after. But it's pretty nice that you can just turn any level 1 into like a beat stick with Anima and like +1 off taking their monster. But 15 hand traps, like I said, is probably going to be the standard. They only have one card for going first, and it's just called by. They didn't actually main deck Talents or side it, so, Talents isn't as prevalent as we thought. They are setting the 3 Crossout Designator and 3 Anti-Spell for going first. I think Crossout Designator is mandatory to side in for going first. That card's just so broken going first. I like it more than all the other Floodgates, but if you're already playing it, you can side some Floodgates too. Like we saw Cam for the UDS do that too. And then we see the 2 Promethean Princess again in the extra deck. So I've only seen like one list play one of those. No Selene access code, and we are running the Nightmare Phoenix. So pretty much identical to what Jesse's extra deck list was. And then for the side, so we are running the 1 shifter for the 3 Crossout Designator. I was surprised no one actually tried that before. 1 Kurikara, Scattershot, and Sprint for time. 1 Snatch Steal, 1 Feather Duster, and then we've already went over everything else. I like that list. That list was actually kind of clean. Jonathan McDonald. No affiliation, I'm guessing. None. Sorry guys, I clicked the wrong one. So we have Aaron, who got top 8, and he played a 40 card list, and he is main decking Divine Temple. He was maining Econ too. Econ's just like one of those cards where it's either going to do absolutely nothing going second or literally blow out your opponent completely. It just depends. Like, I mean, it's very good versus set Imperm, but it's not good into like an Apo or a Baron or anything, or like a Solemn Strike. Yeah, it's not good into any of that stuff. Because you really just want to like use it to plus by blocking like an effect negate and also taking a monster. It's the best application you could hope for with it. They were running 2 Kieran. Of course, they're running Oak and 2 Black Witch. For the hand traps, we have 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru, 3 Imperm, and actually 3 Talents, something we haven't seen that much. They're also running Circle, Divine Temple, all the kind of like bricky searches that you may or may not want to play. And called by. So a lot of stuff we're going first. No Crossout Designators in the main or side, but we do have 3 Talents and called by. And they were running Underworld Goddess. I just don't know why everyone's running this card. Like, I feel like there's no room. I mean, he's running 2 Hida too. That's crazy. Like, I would definitely just run a Doolittle over a second Hida, I think. Yeah, just like, I don't know. I guess that you could argue that. Because, I mean, Doolittle does require fires, and that's like the biggest problem I have with it. And then for going for time, they are playing Rimfire and Scattershot, 2 Drone Lockbirds, 3 Bells. So we're definitely seeing more Bells in this like regional than the UDS in Costa Rica, where we saw like no Bells in the main and sides. 2 Soul Release. Also another card we barely saw for the UDS in Costa Rica, like if at all. 3 Cosmic and 3 Forbidden Droplet. Another card that I was expecting to see in more lists. But they're not playing Droplet because every Voiceless Voice deck sides in like 9 Floodgates anyway. So when you're playing versus Voiceless Voice, they're going to have like 3 Summon Limit, 3 Anti-Spell, and like, yeah, it's just like, I forget what the other Floodgate they were playing, but, or DDG, 3 DDG. And it's like, what the hell am I supposed to do? It's like honestly bonkers, some of the lists I've seen for Voiceless Voice that just have infinite Floodgates. Oh, let's see if we're about to run into one. So we have a Voiceless Voice that actually got top 8. And this is only 3 Floodgates on the side, just 3 Summon Limit. Can't believe they're not maining the Odd Eyes. That's actually been more frequent than I think I've seen the Odd Eyes in the main. Like, as surprising as that is, not many people are maining Odd Eyes in their Voiceless Voice decks. And we're really not seeing any Nadir Servant versions for the Voiceless Voice deck either. Pretty much all Diviner. All of them are running 3 Pre-Prep and 3 Prosperity. It's like so common. This one's running 2 Talents. I do like the 12 hand traps at least for going second, but they are running 42 cards, so that's a lot. Extra deck is kind of low-key irrelevant to me. It's fun, but it's not as tight as like Snake Eye, obviously. 2 Phantasmates on the side, 3 Bell. So we see a lot of Bell again. I wonder if all these people are siding it in for the Fire King Snake Eye matchup too, or if it's just like a Labyrinth target. It's also good versus Despia, so I don't know. Bell hits a lot. I was surprised not to see Bell in more like UDS or Costa Rica lists. Two lightning storms. So a lot more spawn trap removal in this version with like the 3 storms and the 3 cosmics. Now we have another Fire King Snake Eye. Oh, we see Doolittle in the picture. Meow meow. So they are running it. They're playing 41 cards. Let me guess. 15 hand traps. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15? Wait. 3, 6, 8, 11, 14 hand traps and 3 talents. And they're running Temple? How do they fit all this with 2 Black Witch? They're not playing Droll. Yeah, I was like, they have to not be playing Droll. Because I'm like, how do you play all these hand traps? Not playing Droll is so wild to me. Droll is broken. Yeah, I can't believe that Droll's not in the main deck. But we do have 3 talents at least. I mean, that was probably good. People were probably making Apo at this regional, I would imagine. No, anything I can say about the extra deck? I mean, it's just the 2 Princess again. They're running Doolittle. I mean, Doolittle's sick. You can summon off Arvada. It's a pretty cool application of it. Yeah, nothing really. They're not running Anima. This is the most interesting thing I could say about it. They are running Phoenix. And then we have Manadium. Manadium I don't think is that bad. I just think they can't afford to play like more than 9 non-engine. Like we see 3 Droll, 3 Droplet, 3 Emperor. Like not that much, you know. I think Fenrir's broken in this deck because they have Scareclaw Cash, 42 card main. Like that's a lot for only 9 cards going second. Like I feel like they just get FTK'd every time, except maybe like some of these decks aren't playing Droll and Lockbird, so they at least don't have to worry about that. But I'm sure if this deck loses die rolls the whole tournament, it's probably not gonna do too well. The extra deck, I think this is like really solid, like most standard extra deck that I could ask for visas. Like I agree with everything. You have to play 2 of the Link, Apo. You have to play 2 of the Fusion. Yeah, it's pretty just standard. And they were running 2 talents as well. I just don't know about Droplet in the main. For the side, we're side decking Ash. And 2 Ghost Spell. I don't like side deck Ash. Ghost Bells, Feather Duster, 3 Cosmic, 1 Soul Release. Only 1 Soul Release, but we do have 2 Thrusts, so that can at least search Soul Release. I like that. 2 Evenly Matched and 1 Cowboy for Time. And then the winner, Denny Vu. I think I recognize that name. 43 cards. They are running 3 Kieran. So of course one of all the Fire Kings. They're running 3 Black Wish too. They are running 1 Divine Temple. Wait. No, they're running Sanctuary. I was like, I've been waiting to just see a Fire King list not run Sanctuary. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's so possible, and the fact that I've never seen it. I mean, they're running the XYZ, so of course they're running Sanctuary, but something I want to see. 3, 6, 9, 12 hand traps for going second and 43 cards. Not too many, so I don't know. Talents is like pretty good going second though. 3 Black Witch definitely helps for going first consistency, but I do think it could be awkward playing the bricks like Circle and Divine Temple in the main. Definitely worrisome because I mean it's like you have like I think 8 to 9 cards you don't want to draw going first, or actually because you're playing 3 like probably like 12 cards I don't want to draw going first with like this deck, in my opinion. But for the extra, we're running 2 Promethean. We're not running Anima and we're not running Nightmare Phoenix, but we are running Underworld Goddess. We're running Sprint for Time, Scattershot, 1 Kurikara to search going second, 3 Bell, and then the 6 Spell Trap removal. I wonder how good these were. Not citing Crossout Designator is insane to me. They're citing 3 Anti-Spell instead. But yeah, I really wonder how important Spell and Trap removal is for like Swiss at the YCSs or just for like a regional. I wonder how important it's going to be for YCS Las Vegas. But that's it for me, Duelists. I hope you enjoyed the Lubbock regional WCQ breakdown. 360 Duelists, 4 Fire Kings in top 8. Pretty crazy, 50%. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe. And peace, Duelists. I appreciate you watching. See you at Vegas. If you see me at Vegas, please say hi. I appreciate it. Peace.